You just started recording with the word fuck, you know.
As it should be. As it should be.
All right, so I'll introduce us. Here we all are on Quackcast 243, the Drunk Duck Quackcast video cast. I'm Ozone Ocean, being Jack the Ripper in my costume tonight. With me knife, I'm slashing in all directions like you do. We got Tantz as Zoe from the Wolf, or Wolf, who's half blind at the moment. Show us your arm, Zoe.
You stabbed her in the eye, you bastard.
I did. Show us your arm. Show us your bloody arm. There it is.
Yeah, I'm going to infect you with that. Just for trying to stab my eye and, yeah.
That looks fantastic. And Pip.
And I have to fight you off, you know, the whole thing.
He'll go with all of his other infections. Diseases.
My STDs will fight you off.
Yeah, they will not be able to touch me because werewolf virus. Yes.
That's very good. I haven't met many women who could survive them, so...
Another very serious STD. Spread werewolf STD awareness, everybody.
That's a match made in heaven.
Stab them with this.
Well, that
You're
doesn't
both
sound
so
that pleasant.
stabby today. What is
Very
this?
stabby. So, Pitface, what are
It's
you?
It's a character.
Exactly. Pitface, with your great big massive mouth, you've got two mouths.
As far as you know.
Three. Oh my god. We're going too dirty again. Let's...
A real lady doesn't expose all of her mouths on the first date.
Very good. Very good. For this particular Quackcast, I'm glad. So you got a beautiful mouth there with the big red lips there. That's just... You're a mutant, right? That's what you are.
We like to be called genetically altered human specimens.
Genetically altered. I like it. To have a
This
bigger
is
mouth.
getting the 21st century now, Oz.
Very
It's not the
politically correct.
1950s anymore.
That's right.
My
not
ancestors
the
didn't fall out of
1850s
Chernobyl
anymore.
for nothing. Sorry, what are you saying?
Not the 1850s anymore. Maybe 1890s. I don't know. When was Jack the Ripper around? No one knows. So we're talking about horror, terror, and revulsion.
And the shadows in which this little creepy man is lurking all the time with a knife.
Exactly, little creepy man. That's what I am. Creeping about, stabbing and slashing.
Stabbing and slashing and stabbing and slashing and making holes where there was no holes before.
It's,
Ventilation. Ventilation is a very important thing.
That's
It's
what
a
I
public
believe.
service.
That's what I believe, very firmly. So, we discussed this in our Quackcast, horror, terror, and revulsion. And Baines put forward the idea that there was a hierarchy of these three things, and terror was at the top, then there was horror, then revulsion down the bottom. And he gave us different examples. So terror is something that is all in the mind. You elicit from the viewer the sensation of terror without actually showing anything. Horror is when you show the demon, you show the monster that is doing the menacing, and then you have the last one, which is revulsion. So what's that, Pit? You could tell us about revulsion, can't you?
I'm looking at a whole lot of revulsion right now. It's hard to repeat the things that we were talking about before. That was like spur of the moment, like epiphanies and stuff like that. But revulsion, I think that it's a more or less it's fun. You know, it's the kind of the fun side of terror and generally, I mean, sometimes it could cause you also to be a bit squeamish if it's done right, or or cause you to be overly empathetic and almost feel the pain yourself if you see a certain kind of hacking and slacking that might get to you. But I think even that, to a point, is fun, and it can be artful too, in a way, like the way we visualize, uh, almost like a dance or something. The way somebody's body parts can be thrown across a room, or like there's an art to it, So I think we dismiss it a lot, to be honest, because it's not that scary, but it doesn't mean it doesn't have merit.
That's true. So we sort of came up with the idea that the hierarchy is artificial. Everything has good things and bad things about them, and there can be bad examples of terror, bad examples of horror, bad examples of repulsion. The thing, yes, that's a very good example of repulsion being fantastic, I reckon. Tantz, what's your take on it?
On repulsion?
All of it.
All of it, okay. Well, I think it really, the root of the matter is what it does to your head first. I mean, before you even get to terror or horror or repulsion or any of that family of things, first it has to get in your mind, has to really get under your skin and get you in the wavelength that will get you that will really get.
I like that.
I'm sure you did.
Do it again.
Do you really want to do? Because who is going to catch who right now? Okay. So basically, the idea is that it has to get. Sorry, I have to be able to say I'm a control freak.
It's good having sight. It's a nice thing.
Yes, it is. It is a very, very nice.
I agree. I protect me eyes with me glasses just in case.
I protect me eyes.
If you come near me, you're getting this in your ear. You're still gonna, and I'll get in your head. So, so the idea is that it really has to get you in the mood to feel, to get you in the story, and to get you enough that your mind does half the work of what the stimulus needs you to do. So if for whatever reason you are thrown out of the story or the movie or whatever it is, no matter how well staged the terror or the repulsion or the horror is going to be, it's not going to get you. You're going to be pretty much apathetic. But if it manages to hit you just so that you are, snagged into it, then it's going to play you like a harpsichord. So.
That's a good explanation. When your mind does most of the work, it's affecting you more, and you're more involved in the story. I like it. And we also discussed the idea of real horror. Realistic experiences, so a war footage, and actually when you have experienced something awful in your life and how that it influences your take on horror. So what have you guys, we've just got a couple more minutes, what do you guys take on that?
You go this time. Oz,
Me?
you haven't said anything.
Yeah.
Well, I don't like stabbing.
Except your knife.
Stabbing and slashing and hacking. Ironically, these are things that I don't really like myself. So, when I depict them on the page as a comic artist, I take some of those fears and revulsion, and that helps me create a bit more veracity and reality when I depict those sort of things. So that's how it works with me. Make sense?
Yes.
Great.
X.
Alright, we've done about 10 minutes now. Thank you guys very much for being part of the Quackcast and your magnificent costume, Zoe from Wolf, and the miraculous mutant from Putrid Meat, Pitface. Thank you, guys. All right, let's stop it here. Bye.
Ha, that was fun.
You are not